Quarantine is boring.
But what are we gonna do about it?
Let's go catch bugs.
I'm gonna play video games.
Oh, yeah, I mean, no. Just kidding anyway, so doesn't matter. So there's a little back road over here that I like to go on walks on. And I think part of it's a private road. Trespassing is bad. Don't do it. But it's a nice little country road. They got, there's actually a graveyard over here, which is kind of creepy. Some of the gravestones that I've seen in there are actually like pre-Civil War, which is nuts. Some nice little boats and stuff going on out there. So as you can see, this is kind of like a watery, wooded area. So that means, I guess, a lot of water bugs? I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm out on the path that I usually go for walks, and it looks like there's like a log up here ahead in the road. I don't know if people were maybe driving cars back here and they weren't supposed to be. Or maybe it just fell naturally, I don't really know. Nope, that is definitely an intentional cut. So it's possible I'm not supposed to be out here. This might be my last little walk over in this area then. There's a bunch of little butterflies out here, but I keep scaring them away when I try to catch them. I'd really like to ID some because I've never really ID'd a butterfly, and that seems like an easy starting place. And we got one! If you look really closely, it's this really beautiful green beetle. Back to the lab. Or apartment. So we are back home with our bug and our coffee, so basic essential. He is clearly very upset. I'm trying to move to another room to get better lighting. You can kind of see the green there, but not quite. There's our sweet buggy boy. So now that we've tormented our little friend enough, I think it's time we let him outside. Farewell, you beautiful son of a bitch. Forgot the cup outside.
Okay, so here comes the fun part, identifying the actual bug. So there's lots of websites that you can use, like this one right here, bugguide.net. I have a few saved on my browser. There's also whatsthatbug.com, also really useful. You can also use this website, askentomologist.com. But today we're going to use Michigan True Bugs of Michigan. It's part of insectidentification.org. As you probably guessed, I live in Michigan, so that's why I'm using this one. This one has a really convenient search tool that I like to use. On here, there's like different categories you can click if you want to see like stuff about the assassin bug, for example, or whatever the case may be. But here, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can actually put in some. You can actually fill out some fields that will help you find your bugs. So for us today, we're gonna put in green for the primary color. Not really sure. I mean, it was really green, so I'm just gonna put green for the secondary color too. Number of legs defaults to 6. It's not an arachnid, so it has 6 legs. State province, we're gonna, of course, pick Michigan. And general category, we're just gonna pick beetle. And click Bug Finder. And it spits out a bunch of results. Sometimes you're lucky and it gives you just a few, really narrows it down. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of bugs, which is fine because you can click on all these bugs and learn about them if you want to. But I don't see ours yet, so we'll keep scrolling. And looks like this is it right here. 6-spotted tiger beetle. If you remember from the video, you couldn't really, well, I guess you couldn't really tell. There were 6 little white dots. Sometimes they have 8, like in this picture. So this is actually looks like a really good fit. So you can like look at different outtakes of the bugs. You can look at this guy. You can a little room there for you two to do your thing. So now that we've found our bug, there's always a lot of information down here that we can learn about that bug. So obviously the green is for camouflage. That kind of makes a lot of sense. He sits on bright green plants, and then it actually hunts other bugs. So this little guy is a carnivore. If you look closely, you can see the bloodlust in his eyes. So basically, he's got big pincers. He likes to eat other little bugs, named after a tiger because he kind of sits in waiting in disguise, and then whenever a bug walks by that looks pretty tasty, he just jumps out and dismembers that bug. One other thing to note is that whenever it's threatened, the beetle is apparently capable of emitting a foul-smelling chemical to deter predators. So thankfully, we had our cup and our little rubber band and sealant, so we didn't have to really worry about that so much. But who knows, maybe he knew that we were just a friend.
So mission accomplished. We said that we would go out and find a bug. We went out and we found a bug. We made a friend with that bug, and we brought him back home, showed him where we live, and then we let him go. They were a lot of laughs, a lot of tears, pretty standard adventuring stuff. But anyway, that's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for coming along with me and learning about the six-spotted tiger beetle. Now you can go out and tell your friends that you know all about this beetle. And that's all for today. See you later.